Hey everyone! Glad you can join me today. Today I'm going to give you a little bit of a closer look at what I made with the November Kiwi Club. We're switching things up because of the issue we had with getting October out with the ports. So today I get to show you my November stuff, which I finished pretty recently, and it was a really fun kit to work with. So hopefully you guys are getting your kits and you're loving it as much as I did. But feel free to jump in. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. If I see them while I'm showing you my samples, then I'll try to answer questions as I go. But if not, I'll catch up and take a minute at the end to look at everything. So feel free to drop any comments if you do have a question. And I'm just going to pull it up here so I can see your comments a little bit easier. There we go. There we go. Okay, well, let me just move this stuff around and I'll give you a little bit of a closer look. Okay. Well, I thought I'd start out really quick by showing you guys a closer look at the templates that are included in this Kiwi Club. This one's a pretty fun one. I thought this piece was really unique when we designed it, and it really made for some darling samples. But we have this piece that's not quite a full 12 inches, as you'll see. This is a 12-inch page here, but this is a really fun layering piece. It comes with this little ladder here and this little piece of wheat and a rose with some nice cutouts so you can do some pen work for dimension, and a new little pumpkin for layering. So these are the pieces that come in the kit. And I had a lot of fun with this. I love scrapbooking fall things, so this was really fun for me to get to play with. So I'll give you a closer look real quick. Here's the first layout that I put together. And this one was based off of the sketch that's included in the PDF idea book. So if you want to see that sketch and make one of your own, then that's where it can be found. You can go online and download the printable idea book for November. And of course, all of these samples are in there as well, so you can see them there again. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to just come in a little closer for you guys to see the details. So first of all, you can see right here I used this new Gather piece 5 right here. And I kept this one simple. It does have like the little trace marks, but on this one I went ahead and just left it as is. I tried to use it in a couple different ways just to see how it worked. But you can see it's really fun. Great little place to just add a little extra layering and tuck in some cute little things. It's a really great piece. This is the first time I got a chance to play with the Farmstead a la carte, and if you are doing fall pages and you have not used this yet, I would say get it. It was ridiculously fun. So I just cut it all out of the same paper, but I did go ahead and I cut this piece and this piece twice. So this is one solid piece back here. And then I just used these tracing lines here to allow me to cut out these extra spots there. And you can see I just popped it up with some pop tape to get the dimensions so it had that fun old truck feel. And then I just added a circle and a button there to create the wheels. So that is a really fun one for this set. So I would say definitely, if you haven't played with that yet, it's adorable on snap frames, but really fun on the pages too. Now you can see right here, I tucked in some of the pieces from the kit. We have the ladder and the wheat and that pumpkin. And then I thought it was cute to have a couple different sizes, so I pulled in the pumpkin from our season set and added that in. And I don't know if you can see that a little closer, but I went ahead and did a little bit of pen work on that pumpkin just to kind of mimic these lines that are on it. And also from that season set is this really fun little banner that's perfect to put on the truck. So I went ahead and added that as well to get that little bit of extra dimension and just kind of a fun little extra. This is a chestnut border. And then up here, I also pulled in the new Happy Mail. If you don't have, yeah, my nails are gone. This is from the new card variety pack, but I thought that would be just a really fun way to add the location and the date. This was some pictures that we took quite a few years ago. All my kids are super grown up, so this was 2014. But we were at Farmstead here in Idaho, and so I thought that was a fun way to add that in. And you'll notice, again, I don't really love to use my handwriting. I'm trying to get better at it. So these stickers are like one of my favorite things. I get these at Hobby Lobby, but they work out really nice for things like that when you just want to add something quick. Then on this side, these are just a bunch of 3x4 pictures and one of the title cards that come in the kit. And as far as the decorations go, I pulled in the Harvest a la carte. This is another newer piece that we have. And originally I was thinking I would just trace these out of a different pattern and lay it on top, but I found that I really liked the see-through idea that you can see here. So I did trace it, and then I used my X-Acto knife just because the lines are pretty simple to cut that way. But you could also use your scissors if you just popped a hole through the middle and, you know, use your scissors. That's what I usually do. But I did on this particular one use an X-Acto knife. But it's really, really cute. I love the see-throughness of it. It's really fun. And then I layered with this one. I did pull on some of our older sets, Holiday 4T for the larger pumpkin. This is the gourd from a past Kiwi Club. And then, of course, I pulled over the Seasons pumpkin again and the banner that I mentioned from Seasons as well. And then I used those stickers just to add the little fall word. So it's a pretty simple layout for the most part. I mean, I just did the couple of clusters, but which just really pulled it all together. I inked this page with Vintage Photo. This is the one that I use, honestly, on everything. I really like it. So if you see the inking on any of my stuff, that's what I'm using when I'm doing it. Okay, my second one here. This one I went a little more simple. I didn't add any traditional borders. I ended up just doing the strips on this one. And these are some pictures of my youngest son, who's now 15, so you can tell how old these are. These are of his blessing day, but he is my October baby, so I thought this paper was perfect for that, and the title Autumn Blessings was just very appropriate for these pictures. So I decided to scrapbook these after holding them for 15 years. But kind of glad I did, because the colors and everything are just really perfect. So I'll give you a little bit closer look. Right here, again, I pulled in the new Gather 5 from the kit. And on this one, I doubled it. So I did just a normal one, and then I added another piece behind it, though I didn't do the full. I just used the top edge, so I wasn't wasting paper. And then I went ahead and used just a Jelly Roll pen to create the pen work on that, which this piece is designed to do. So you can see that that just lines up right there, and you can do your pen work in there, which is really nice. Now right here, to get this large piece here, what I did is I actually pulled in the streamers, and this is streamers 3, and I just layered it twice and kind of moved it down till I got like the spacing that I wanted. And that's how I cut that larger piece out to tuck in here behind this gather piece. And I like how it just created a nice base for my pictures there. give you a little bit closer look here at the flowers. So I pulled in tiny plants here. That's what this one is here. And then again, I pulled from Seasons and brought in a little leaf. It just seemed appropriate for this, and the piece of wheat that comes with the kit, and this flower also comes with the kit. So I mentioned before, so I'm trying not to be too shaky, but I'm kind of shaky, I guess. So that's this flower here. So I went ahead and cut it out and did a very, very light bit of tracing with a pencil, and then I went over the top of that with some of the liquid pearls to create the dimension on there, and of course just added a button. But that's kind of how I did that one. And then on this side, my pictures are all kind of random sizes. Usually I always stick to our the photo sets because I love them. They're super great to use. Just because of the nature of my photos, I kind of just trimmed off some excess to create this long piece here. But on this side, I really wanted to mimic this feeling over here of the cute scallops and bring it over onto this side. So I did end up pulling from that Happy Meal set again and created this little framed effect using this, which I think really turned out pretty. I love the way it looked. And then I went ahead and just freehanded some pen work along this edge to again make it balance out to this side. Over here again, I just added in some wheat and the flower. This is a flower from Tiny Plants. The pumpkin, yeah, you can kind of see I added some little dots here just to kind of add a little more pen work to kind of bring that all together, and some more tiny plants there. But again, it's a really simple layout, but I really like how it turned out. The colors in this kit are just really, really pretty. They're perfect for, I mean, they're perfect for fall, obviously, but they're really great for other stuff. Like you could totally use this and make a really nice family page. Thanksgiving, you know, obviously I'm making a baby page out of it. It works out really nice. Okay, so my third layout, let me pull this over so you guys can see it a little better. This is the last layout I made for this month's Kiwi Club. Give you a little bit of an overview. These are, again, some older pictures. A few years ago, my mom and I took my kids and she took my younger siblings with us, and we did a little weekend up in McCall, Idaho. Got a little cabin and just had a fun weekend. So these are some pictures from our trip there, which was such a fun time. I love spending time with my family. So again, I'll try to get you a little bit closer look here. So in this one, I pulled in Claire Lane for my border. I went ahead and pulled in some rings. Rings are one of my favorite things to use. I just love how it kind of frames things up when I need to like fill in some space, and I like how it worked here. I used the Gather 3 from our kit, from this month's kit here, and the little piece of wheat from it as well. I pulled in a little bit of tiny plants just to add something a little extra. And then this piece right here is our fall 1 leaf, and this was from a previous snap frame design kit. I don't remember what it was called, but that was what that one was from. So probably many of you have it, but there's a lot of leaves. So if you don't happen to have this one, then you can tuck some different ones in or find something of a similar size and you create that same look there. Down here at the bottom, I went ahead and just used the edge of this to create this little border at the bottom, and I did a little bit of different pen work here to create a little bit different styling on that instead of just doing a single one. And then over here, same thing, I went ahead and pulled in another ring. These are the 2 sizes that drop inside of each other. So it's nice because you don't use as much paper because you can cut them together, which works out really good. And I pulled in the citrus too. This is from a past Kiwi Club as well. If you don't have this one, there's lots of pieces from the like expressions kit, or even a tag. You could use a tag and just shorten it, and that would create that same look, but I liked the brackets, so I went ahead and pulled it in. Again, on this one, I just mainly use this top piece, and I traced that into my paper, and then I went ahead and just cut it in a full strip on the bottom. That way I could still have this really cute scallop edge with that fun bit of pen work to create that look. And so that was just another way that you can use this gathered 5-piece. Again, some wheat tucked in with the ladder, and this this fun rose here, which these all come in the kit as well, and creates a really fun fall effect. When we pulled them together, I was really excited to use these pieces, but I have to say they turned out even cuter than when we were designing these templates to go in this kit, and it's just turned out really nice, and it's perfect for these fall pages, though I really can't wait to try to use some of this too for like spraying and gardening and things. It'll be a fun piece to roll over. Okay, well, I wasn't very good at looking at your comments while I was going, so sometimes it's really hard to see it all on my my phone as I'm going. So let me pop back over here, and I'll take a minute to read through comments and see if you guys had any questions that I can answer. Okay. But thanks again, everyone, for joining me. Okay, let's see. Lots of people from all over. I love it. Yes, and there's a reminder in there that we do have 15% off the a la cartes right now. So that's a happy coincidence because I used a lot of them and they're really adorable. So if you haven't had a chance to get them, definitely now's a good time to get them. You guys are all so nice. Thank you so much for the wonderful comments. I hope you guys do get on and just use these layouts. That's what I make them for. Well, obviously for my own books too. But I love being able to share what I do, and I'm happy for you guys to copy them. So feel free to do whatever you want there. So we have a question, is this the digital idea book for the kit? So this is just a live little bit of a closer look. You can still see all of this in a digital format. If you go online, you can download the November PDF idea book for a Kiwi Club. And all of these that I just showed you, plus my mom, Debbie's stuff, and Susan's will all be in there so you can see what each of us created. And so all of these layouts that I just showed you will also be there along with theirs. But you just have to go online and download those so that you have it as well. Oh, thanks, Tanya. She mentioned that fall is what it was called. So I guess that's good. That was for the fall leaf, I believe. So the kit that was originally released for snap frames, which I use all the templates on everything, obviously. It's great because they always cross over from snap frames to cards to, your home decor to your layout. So they always work on everything, which is really fun. Okay, and Deb, this is the November kit. We had that delay in shipping because of the port issues for October, and we ended up with November on, early, and October is still delayed. So we did a little switch. And so you're getting November this month, and then next month in November, you'll get the October kit. And so my mom's gonna jump on next month, and she'll show you a closer look at the October kit, which it's really fun. You're gonna love it too. So, and I think we already answered the fall leaf was from that kit for snap frames, and that was, I think, not last fall, but maybe the fall before that it was released. Sometimes I have a hard time remembering when, but I think it might be from there, and I'm not 100% sure if it's still available. But like I said, if you can't get it and you want to do a similar look, just pull one of the other ones. Like you could go in and pull from, if you have nature, there's a really good leaf in there that you could pull from. And autumn has some that you could pull from. So you could get the same look. You know, when I do use things that maybe you don't have, just look for something similar or something of a similar size, and you can get the same basic look just by swapping out something that you do have if you don't have everything that I use on my layouts. Okay. Well, thanks everyone for joining me. Thanks again for all the really nice comments. It's always nice to share with you, and I hope you guys have as much fun designing with this kit as I did. Again, it's a beautiful kit. The colors are really lovely. Fun pieces in there. So I hope you really enjoy it. And I hope you take the time to post it into the community so that we all can see what you're doing as well. Because like I've said before, I get inspired all the time by watching what you guys do. And seeing your creations, and so many times I'm like, man, why didn't I think of that? It was such a good idea. And so it inspires me in turn. So I love to see what you're doing, and I hope you guys take the time to post. And again, thank you so much for joining me today, and happy fall. I'll talk to you later. Bye.